Hey guys, there's a new bill pending right now in the legislature that's seeking to reduce the early retirement age for people in TRS, SERS, and PERS. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the details of the pending bill. Now, one thing to know up front is that this new bill, if it passes, does not affect everybody. In fact, it's based on the day you're hired. So some people will get this benefit and some will not. So make sure you watch this video to the end to see if this video is going to apply to you and your situation. So I'm going to give you guys the details on it so you know exactly what's happening behind the scenes and something that may come to be in the future. So remember, this is pending, this is not law yet. Alright, so this is going to be bill number 6662. Let's scroll down here. So this bill is going to affect people on both plans 2 and 3 if you're on PERS, TRS, and the SERS retirement system. So let's scroll down and see exactly what that means. So go right here down to the early retirement section. So now remember, early retirement is for people that have at least 20 years of service and are aged at least 55. You are eligible to retire early and collect your pension. Now keep in mind, if you do so, it's a reduced benefit because the full retirement age is age 65. So there's actually a sheet that will go and calculate the amount of reduction that you have. Now there is an alternate to that, and that's what I talk about a lot here on the channel, and that's for people that have at least 30 years of service and are at least 55. You guys are eligible to retire and collect before age 65. So we scroll down here, it actually has the breakdown. So for people with 30 years of service, you can retire at 62 with a 0% reduction to your benefits. And if you want to go 1 year early, it's 2%. At 60, it's 5%, and you basically keep adding 3% until 55, where it's 20% reduction. So that's the way it currently stands today. So this bill that we're talking about will be right below it here. So it says on or after July 1st of 2020, which I know has already passed. So they may change this, they may not. But basically, it's going to be for people that still have 30 years of service, and you have to be at least 55 still. What it's going to do is going to bump down your full retirement age to age 60. So you can see that the pending bill is going to enable you guys to retire at 60 as long as you have 30 years of service with a 0% reduction. So that's a huge benefit for you guys if you're trying to retire earlier. Keep in mind though that if you pull the trigger at age 60, you're still on the hook for healthcare until 65 until you get on Medicare, and Social Security will not start till age 62. So you're going to have to find a way to cover your bills between those two ages. And if you want to retire 1 year early, the reduction still stays at 8% for people at age 59. So if you retire 1 year early on this new plan, it's still a pretty sizable chunk that they take from you. Now, all in all, this bill is going to be a money-saving move for the state of Washington, and for that reason, I think it has a pretty good chance of passing. Now, unfortunately, with the way 2020 has gone, they haven't made much headway on this bill. I've been tracking this bill since the summer of 2019, and there hasn't been any really changes in it since then. So the reason why I think it's going to pass is because the state of Washington increased everyone's wages a couple years back. That puts a significant burden on the budget for the state and the school districts. So by allowing you guys to retire 2 years earlier, that's 2 years less that they have to pay you guys that higher salary. 2 years less you're going to be able to accrue for your pension benefits, and 2 years less they're going to have to pay you for your health care. So for those reasons, I think this has a pretty good chance of passing. Now this isn't for everybody, so let's scroll down here and see the exemptions. So we scroll into section C here, it says members who first became employed on or after May 1st of 2013 are not eligible for this early retirement provision. Now this is the part of the bill I really don't like because it basically requires all of our new hires to keep going until age 65. You can see that right here. Even if you guys do have your 30 years of service, they're still going to take a 5% per year penalty if you were to collect it early. So there's no way for you guys to retire before 65 without taking a penalty. And that's something I really don't like. However, that being said, there may be changes in the future, especially because with the plans now defaulting to Plan 2, which is going to cost the state a lot more money, everybody now making more salary, and if you guys are forced to work longer, you're going to rack up a lot more money over the course of your career than people that worked in your role previously. And for that reason, the state's going to be on the hook to pay out a lot of money to you guys in the future. So I think it'd be in their best interest to make some change to this down the road. Now that's just a hunch I have and how I see it. So don't get too caught up on age 65. If you really are worried about this, and really you guys should do this anyways, is just start saving on your own in a private account. You guys have those 403Bs or the DCP available through the school district. Start putting money away. So if the time comes in your 60s, you're like, hey, I don't want to keep working in this role anymore, and you don't want to take a 5% penalty on your pension, you have some money to fall back on and get you through for a couple of years. I'll be sure to keep you guys posted and let you know on any updates that come out of this. Now before you guys go, make sure you click on the picture of my face right here to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss those future updates on this bill or any other retirement related information coming your way. And if you want to know more about early retirement, check out these videos I did over here. And remember that your future depends on what you do today.